Hello friends, today through this video we will discuss the alimentary canal and structure and physiology of digestion in insects. So digestive system has two parts, that is alimentary canal and its glands, and there are so many glands present in the insects. It is a tubular structure extending from the anterior opening mouth to posterior anus, and it is longer in the phytophagous insects and shorter in carnivorous insects and primitive insects as Atarigota and the Rhinoptera. Structure of the canal: it is divided into three main regions, that is foregut, midgut, and the hindgut. The figure of the alimentary canal of a generalized insect, the whole body is divided into foregut, midgut, and the hindgut. There are so many glands are also present: the gastric cecum, stomatal valve, pyloric valve, rectum, and anus. The foregut, it is lined by the chitinous intima and serves mainly as a conducting tube carrying food from the perioral cavity to the midgut. The wall of the alimentary canal or the foregut is made up of innermost cuticle intima, epithelial layer, basement membrane, and longitudinal muscle, circular muscle, and the peritoneum. The mouth lies at the base of the hypopharynx within the perioral cavity, that is cybarium, and it communicates directly into the pharynx. In sucking insects like mosquitoes and bugs, the cybarium and the pharynx form suctorial palm. The oesophagus leads posterior forms in large structure which form crop. In blood-sucking dipterans, flies, and lepidopteran like butterfly, it functions as a food reservoir. The proventriculus, also known as the gizzard, it present in the posterior to the crop and absent in fluid feeders. It greatly developed in the orthopteran like cockroach, Dactyloptera, Coleoptera, feeding on solid food materials. The inner cuticle layer of the gizzard is differentiated in various processes like denticles, teeth arranged in two distinct rows or the plates. The figure of the gizzard TS section of a cockroach are as follows. The midgut is also formed from the several layers like short, straight tube primitive insects and caterpillars, greatly coiled and long in higher insects, modified into pyriform or the fusiform sac in mosquitoes, and modified into two chambers, that is anterior cardiac and the posterior ventriculus. In histology, the midgut is composed of 5 layers and internal cuticle lining is absent. The columnar epithelial layer is subparted into the columnar secretory cells, regenerative cells, goblet cells, and the endocrine cells. And the basement membrane, circular muscular layer, longitudinal muscle layer, and the outermost periotropic membrane are also present. The periotropic membrane is a chitinous envelope secreted by the epithelial layer of the midgut, which envelop the food and may protect the epithelial cells from the possible abrasion by food particles. There is some modification in the alimentary canal of some insect, like in the lepidopteran larvae. Examples are the butterfly. The ventriculus is in cylindrical form from the pylorus and the rectum, and in housefly there is a coil-like structure of the alimentary canal. The TS of the midgut, the figure as follows. The filter chamber is a fusion of anterior hindgut with the anterior or the posterior part of the midgut or end of the foregut. The filter chamber is formed to facilitate quick removal of excess of water from the lumen of the foregut or the anterior region of the midgut to the hindgut, so that they avoid dilution of concentration of enzymes involved in digestion in the middle region of the midgut, and also to avoid dilution of hemolymph. The figure of the TS of the filter chamber of insect are as follows. Next one is the hindgut. It is also lined by the chitinous intima, and it is differentiated into ileum and the rectum. The ileal sac is present in the orthopterans like cockroach. The rectum is enlarged sac-like, contains of number of pads or papilla. Usually, these sacs they absorb water from the fecal matter in the terrestrial insects. There is a 6 rectal gills in the dragonflies. The hindgut, the circular muscles are weakly developed and epithelial form thick cushions or the rectal pads. The function of the hindgut is the water absorption from the urine and feces, iron absorption from urine and feces, respiration in larval dragonflies, and modification of symbiotic organism. Thank you and keep watching.